Just because rosé season is over doesn't mean who writes this crap? Like, who writes this? Rosé season is all year long. You can enjoy it any time of the year. And today, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna be talking about Le Fete Du Rose, or Le Fete Du Rose. What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy, Ray Scholes, the certified sommelier, bringing the tasting to you. And today, we're going to be talking about Le Fete Du Rose. And this particular rosé is absolutely fantastic, I'm sure, as we're about to jump into it. But this one's going to be from France, and this is from Saint-Tropez. Now, it's the 2018 vintage, and the owner's name is Donae. He's a brother that I actually went to Clark Atlanta, so shout out to Clark Atlanta University. But instead of doing a rosé out of Napa or something like that, he went and started making this particular rosé out of the south of France. But let's stop talking about it. Let's go ahead and taste it. And while I'm pouring, I can go ahead and tell you that with this particular rosé, or this particular gentleman, he actually worked for the LVMH portfolio, which is Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. And he worked on the Moet Hennessy side, and they have a lot of different brands like Belvedere, Veuve Clicquot, Moet, Hennessy, obviously. So, and he worked for Dom Perignon as well. He also worked a little bit for Jay-Z on the Armand de Brignac, or the Ace of Spades label. And he's kind of like that marketing guru slash wine and fine luxury spirits kind of marketing mind. Anyways, but enough of that. Let's jump into this wine and see how it smells. Now, when I first pour it, it has like a little bit of effervescence to it. So like really tiny bubbles. So we'll see if it has it on the palate too, but let's see. But the color, it's like this wild Alaskan salmon color. It looks so good. Let's put our noses in it. Oh man. All right, so wild Alaskan salmon. If that whole thing, if you're in the grocery store in the springtime and you see wild caught salmon, typically it's gonna look something like this color, maybe a little bit darker because it's actually flesh and not a liquid. But man, on the nose, I get wild strawberries, I get yellow cherries. There's also kind of a nuttiness to it as well. And like really unripe raspberries as well. And it smells very clean, very crisp, like it was made in stainless steel. Like, let's taste it. Okay, so Le Fete Du Rose. This is actually really darn delicious. I'm definitely getting a little bit of this kind of yeastiness. Like when they make the wine, that yeast kind of like it's set with that yeast a little long, which is not a bad thing at all. It actually just adds a little bit more of another layer, which is where it could be getting kind of that nuttiness too as well. Like it's actually starting to warm me up a little bit. And I know some of y'all out there like, well, what's the alcohol on it? I just want to know how fast I can get drunk. Well, this particular one is 12.5%, and that can be up or down about 1.5%. But I'm gonna call it a solid 13 because, boy, this is warming me up. Where can you find it? You can definitely find it on the East Coast. So if you're in South Florida, in particularly, you can find this at the Delano on South Beach, the One Hotel on South Beach as well, and definitely at Gulf Liquors on South Beach as well, right off of Alton Road. If you're not in South Florida, though, you can definitely find this at reservebar.com for about $24 on that particular website. And I'll leave a link in the description down below, so that way you can go ahead and click on that link and it'll take you straight there. There we have it, ladies and gents. We have the Le Fete Du Rose, and Le Fete Du Rose really is just the life of the party of rosé, or the rosé party. Either way you put it, it's a damn good wine. Definitely pick it up. Definitely go and support Donae. Definitely go ahead and join me and say cheers.